Hey guys, it's Jay from ASMR for Nerds. Today, obviously, we're going to continue our Civil War read through. We are currently technically on the road to Civil War. In the last video, we did a read through of the Illuminati storyline, where the Illuminati was initially set up, and then they sent the Hulk into space because he was a danger, and then they basically were introduced to the bill that would require superheroes to register their identities. So that is just the very initial part of the story, and then we're going to get right into what comes next, eventually culminating into the full Civil War storyline. Before we do that, I'm going to do something that I promised you guys, and that is get into just one pack of these Marvel Universe cards per video. Okay, so far what we've been through, honestly, was almost the entire collection. I'm missing probably 20 cards at this point. I've a handful of duplicates. And what I'm thinking of doing for the duplicates are maybe a little silly contest in the comments, where once we go through all of it, maybe I'll just do a contest for the duplicates, if you guys would be into that. So let's see who we have. Captain Britain, Dr. Octopus, Wasp, Marvel Comics, Hulk vs. Wolverine, Wolverine vs. Sabretooth, Magneto, Cyclops, Avengers #1, Ultron, Iceman, and Nick Fury. I believe we had all of these in previous packs, so sorry if it's not too exciting, but it's what we got. So I will take these away, and then we'll get right into our reading. I'll add these to my collection. Okay. So I'm just going to skip ahead to where we left off. So we go, okay. So this is where we left off last. Fantastic and Black Bolt all decided that the Registration Act is something they have to do. So now next is Fantastic Four number 536. Prologue. 6 months ago, the Southeast Trail was first detected at 5:07 a.m. Pacific Standard Time by 6 of the 47 unmanned radar sites that comprise the North Warning System, which provides early warning surveillance of objects entering North American airspace. Afterward, astronomers at the Kitt Peak Observatory in Tucson confirmed that there were no identified comets or incoming meteors that could have been responsible for the sighting. Neither the North American Air Defense Command nor the European Space Agency, both of which track satellite and other orbital debris, were able to link the object to any cataloged space junk. All parties involved knew only two things. First, that the object was only a couple of feet in size, too small to do any significant damage, and would almost certainly burn up on re-entry. Second, that if the object did survive entry, it was projected to land in a relatively empty stretch of land in Oklahoma. En route to its final destination, the object's trajectory intersected a small private plane that had departed the Seattle-Tacoma Airport 20 minutes earlier, inbound to Los Angeles. What happened afterward to the plane and its passengers is another story for another time. What matters for now is that at 5:37 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, an object fell from the heavens. 6 months later, right now. CNN, America's most trusted network. Well, it's a little after 4 a.m. here in Atlanta, and here are the headlines. I didn't hear you come in. I didn't want to wake you, obviously. So how did it go? How did it go? You ever notice that you always repeat my question when you want to buy time to think of a good answer? I repeat your questions to buy time. Read. I was just trying to have to answer first, then food. Read, this isn't like you went out bowling with the boys. You said this was important. It was. It is. So how did it go? How did it go? Why are you even here no more? He was invited. I know we agreed not to do this anymore, but something larger than any issues we have is on the horizon. And if you don't come to with it, I would not be able to live with myself. So, basically, this page is just them going over what happened. So I'm going to read it, but it might seem familiar. This is an early draft of a bill that will hit the floor of the United States Congress in a month or two. It was slipped to me under the table. It's the Superhero Registration Act. Anyone with powers, anyone in costume, any mutant, any of our kind, is going to be required by law to reveal themselves to the United States government. In return, the registered hero will be given a job as a guard in the new SHIELD World Security Force. You will still get to be a superhero, but you'll have to answer to someone. Refusing to do so will be considered a federal crime. The feeling is that other countries will follow suit, but that the United States will be leading the way, and that this bill will pass. If a person wears a mask, how will they know who to? SHIELD is developing a special unit to hunt down anyone flagrantly disobeying the law. Well, that's just disgusting. And I think we should all voluntarily support and obey this act before it even goes to a vote. We should happily come out in favor of it. So that is the backbone of the Civil War story. We should cooperate now before it gets ugly, before someone or everyone is made an example of. We all agreed that there are some very bad times coming. As for what to do about it, let's just say there was some disagreement. But in the long run, I'm sure we'll be able to put our differences behind us. Meanwhile, in the nation's capital, industrialist Tony Stark left Washington late yesterday after testifying in closed session before the Senate Select Committee on Superhuman Relations. When asked to comment on speculation about the possibility of a Superhuman Registration Act in light of recent tragic events, Stark was uncharacteristically vague. The committee and I had a good meeting, and we discussed some options that, as far as I know, are still just that, options. Come on, Peter, we have places to be. Right, boss? They wouldn't. I mean, you don't think the government is really going to. Sue. It's just election year posturing, that's all. They want to get everyone on both sides heated up, so they'll go to the polls in November. It's not that simple. Can you read us? Repeat, Dr. Richards, can you read us? What the? That's coming in on the emergency distress frequency. I gave SHIELD. Nobody else is supposed to have it. This is Dr. Richards. Identify yourself. Thank God, Richards. We got this frequency. SHIELD HQ. They can't get here in time. This is General Wells Ray. Emergency. I say again, you're our only hope. Security. Emergency. Only you can. What is it? What happened? 2 minutes, 10 seconds later. Ben, up and at 'em. We need to be in the air in 5 minutes. You're kidding me. 4 minutes, 50 seconds. In the air. Where are we going? Oklahoma. Oklahoma. We're going to Oklahoma. On purpose. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. But there's nothing in Oklahoma. Private property. That's where you're wrong, Ben. Dead wrong. Sir, getting reports of more enemy forces closing at northwest perimeter. Get Bravo unit over there now. We have to keep them away from the dome at all costs. Sir, Field Command says nothing seems to stop the intruders. That's because they can be stopped. Not by our forces, that's for damn sure. SHIELD can't get here in time. Same for conventional ground forces. But I'm not sure it would matter. Not against them. Not against Doombots. Stand aside for the glory that is due. Doombots. Has the provisional Latverian government lost its mind? Yeah, staging an attack like this on American soil so soon, after the last time, they've got to be desperate or determined. So determined to get whatever's being studied at that research installation that they'd risk reprogramming their leftover Doombots in order to attack it. I can't believe they wouldn't tell you what they're studying down there. We can deal with that later, Sue. Right now, I'd say we have bigger fish to fry. And about freaking time. Flame on. Yeah, whatever. Better get clear, pals. This is between me and the reject from Toys R Us. I should have expected you would be here, Grim. Good, then like the kids say, let's get this party started. You there, Lieutenant? Sir, where's General Ray? In the command center, sir. I'll get him. Good idea. Because I think we're going to be a bit tied up here for a while. There's so many, Reed. It looks as if they've used every doombot they had left for this one assault, whatever they're after. Back off. It must be pretty important to risk all this. Foolish to believe you could stand before Doom and his goal. A paltry defense that will have no long-term hope of saving any of you. Two down, now to... Your excessive confidence has always been your downfall, Storm. You talk pretty good for a pile of gears and old motor oil. Any final words, Insect? Yeah, just this. How about a little fire, Scarecrow? Any final words? Boom. Thanks, Ben. That'll buy me just enough time to flame off. What the? Why'd you do that? Well, you're always announcing when your freaking flame comes on. So shouldn't somebody make an announcement when you're out of gas? You're such a yutz. Hey, I'm still waiting for you to yell puberty on. Howdy, fellas. So in the fancy hero phrase book, which do you prefer, flame on or it's clobberin' time? DM, copyrighted, patent pending, supplies limited, order now, offer not valid in some states. Dr. Richards, you have no idea how glad we are to see you. Now we've got a chance to. I'm not so sure. What do you? I'm not seeing much of a tactical intent behind this battle. Instead of driving toward the base, the Latverians have their forces fighting skirmishes on the perimeter. There must be a pattern I'm not seeing. Can you get me a tactical display of the battlefield? No, can't do, Dr. Richard. We lost our GPS system when the radar system was blown out. What? The first wave took out our major radar and battlefield imaging systems. Are there any? The system's still working? No, we lost one about 2 minutes ago. Oh no. Tell your men to get as far from the lab as possible. But, no. Down, everybody, down. The missile comes and explodes. Is everyone alright? I think so. The lab, they destroyed the whole thing, leaving behind just a crater. Not entirely correct, Dr. Richards. That voice. What is in that crater fell from the sky 6 months ago. Though it took my sources within your government months to provide me with the exact coordinates. Dome, but it's not possible. 6 months while they tried in vain to move that which cannot be moved, except by someone worthy of the task. That which belongs rightly and solely to Victor Von Doom, the power and the force required to secure, once and for all, my mastery over all nations. No, it can't be. It can't be. Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. I think that's how you say it. Fantastic Four number 537. Victor Von Doom and his Doombots. Here to try and seize Thor's hammer, which crashed in Oklahoma 6 months ago and was put under top secret study by the government. Just one small problem. It's not possible. You can't be here. We left you in hell with no way out. Yes, you did. How did you get out? How did I get out? How did I get out? Bereft of my technology, mystic armor damaged, offensive and defensive capabilities minimal, enemy forces substantial. It matters not, even cornered. To my last breath, I remained who and what I am. I will not hide, nor tremble, nor beg. Let them come and reckon with the fury that is doomed to find. Here I stand, hell-lord, unbowed, but understand, if it is my destiny, that I should perish this day, and I shall not go down easily, and I shall not go down alone. Rip its skin, wear it for hide, its eyes for me, tear its flesh from its bones. Ah, yes, come and let us make an end of it. There is doom enough for all. What? That sound, as if the sky were tearing itself apart. The gods are dying. What madness is this? I know these faces. They are Asgardians, locked in a final pitched battle, dying. Ragnarok, the death of the Nordic gods. The magnitude of their battle is echoing across creation, rendering the very fabric of hell itself. There, something moves through the tears in hell's dimensional plane, passing right beneath me. No time to hesitate. Now. Forces tearing my flesh, must force myself to move with the energy, to ride it through. Must see what power can command the planes of existence itself, what hurled itself across time and space to. Do my eyes deceive me? Can it be? It is the hammer of Thor. I can feel its power, its command over natural and supernatural alike. I must reach it. I must. The currents fight me, cannot press past them. Just a little more. No. Gone. The question remains, of course, how can we turn this to our advantage? With the departure of our late lamented leader, now entering its second year, I think it is safe to assume Doom will never be returning to Latveria. Thus, do his toys fall to our possession. Before we can use them for our own purposes, we must redress them into something a bit more contemporary, more acceptable, more us. Or we leave them as they are to intimidate the people into thinking that Doom walks among us still. His egotism was truly amazing. To have an army of mechanicals, you do not need a face at all, but he gave them his own face, so that when he looked up he saw his own image reflected 100 times. Any other man. Would not be Victor Von Doom. I require a bath, also a new prime minister, but the latter can wait, the former cannot. Yes, Your Eminence. Of course, Your Eminence. Also, something's entered Earth's atmosphere 10 nights ago. The 10 nights it took me to restore my strength and return here to interrupt your festivities. I want it located. But Your Eminence, if it happened 10 days ago and we were not aware of it ahead of time, our systems would not have been tracking it, and nonetheless you will find it, or the number of open positions in my government will grow to 3. Yes, Your Eminence, of course. How are we going to? Shut up, we'll find a way. It's just, what? I thought I smelled brimstone. How did I get out? How did I get out, you ask me? It is far too long a story, and it matters not. Because Doom has come to claim that which summoned him from the darkness, that which is his by right, while you are shortly to become irrelevant. And severely outnumbered. I know, I read. Incoming. We came as soon as we saw the explosion. Are you okay? I can buy us a minute, Reed, but no more. We don't have more than that anyway, Sue. Ben, grab hold. What? Doom's down there, Ben. The real Doom. He's after Thor's hammer. I need you to stop him. We can hold off the Doombots long enough to give you a chance to. Doom, how'd he get out? You can't let him get that power of that hammer, Ben. Do whatever you have to. But stop him. Hey, Doomy, how's it clanking? Stand aside, Grim. I have no time for interruptions. Yeah, then I guess you better make time, 'cause it's hammer time. You're a fool, Benjamin Grimm. I crawled through hell itself to get here. Do you really think you and your outgunned comrades are going to stop me when I'm this close to my goal? Okay, hold on, let me think. You betcha, sunshine. Boom. My turn now. My eyes. I cannot strike what you cannot see. I can still hear you creep, and whatever you were going to say at the end of that sentence, Grim, it's far too late. What the heck was that? I don't know. Ben, can you hear me? Are you all right? Yeah, swell. Now I know what a toasted marshmallow feels like. Ow. The question is, where's... Oh, well, there's something you don't see every day. No, it's not right, I thought. I felt the touch of the Asgardians as they fell. Felt this power of Thor for just a moment as Ragnarok tore through the hell itself. I thought it would be enough. I was wrong. But I will not allow myself to remain and suffer your gloating. Keep the cursed hammer, Doom does not need it. Let it be Thor's doomstone. Johnny, can you? Are you kidding? After that blast, I'm doing good just to stand. Was that raid? I'm not sure, Johnny. Doom said something about having been touched by the power of the dying Asgardians while he was in hell. Perhaps by touching it he woke it up, for lack of a better phrase. That being the case, then perhaps that blast of force was a signal of some kind. A signal to whom? I don't know. Ben, are you all right down there? Ben, what are you? Come on, Stretch, tell the truth. If you had the chance, wouldn't you give it a shot, just in case? Because after all, it has to belong to somebody. Where scientists are still puzzling over a brilliant flash that lit up the night sky over Oklahoma tonight. The flash lasted only a moment, but was apparently responsible for causing a blackout over most of the state. Just the one ticket. That's right. The one way. That's right. There you go. Better get a move on. The bus is about to leave. I will, thanks. There have also been reports of explosions and thunder in the same region. Though government officials refuse to comment on these reports, one thing seems certain. Something major is coming to Oklahoma. Amazing Spider-Man number 529. Mr. Parker goes to Washington. So, that is all we're going to do today, because next time we're going to finish off with Spider-Man's part of the story. So far, you learned about the Illuminati, the plans for the Registration Act, and then got a glimpse into what the Fantastic Four and Thor's hammer are up to. This all comes together at some point. And then most importantly is this next, the Amazing Spider-Man part. It deals with the Registration Act and him and Tony Stark kind of in cooperation trying to find the best way to go about dealing with it. The reason why I don't want to just do it in this video is because of how important it is. I know a lot of people doze off, so we will do that in the next video. Mr. Parker goes to Washington. It's a 3-parter, and I will have it up in the next week or so. And until then, guys, I'll see you soon.